It's good. Oh, this is just wrong. This music, this is just wrong. See what it sounds like this way around. That's a strange piece. Okay, I've taken the foil off the lamb, I've opened another bottle of rioja, and now it's time to start cooking the rice. Cheers. Right, we've got some butter and olive oil melting down in the pan here. We're going to throw in chopped onion, give it a stir. Some chopped garlic, let's get it all out of there, and some chopped celery. And I'm going to soften these down for a minute. Okay, the onions and the celery and the garlic are all softened up nicely. The next thing I'm going to do is add the rice. Now I'm going to fry the rice quite vigorously with the onions and the celery and the garlic. Let's try and get it all out of here. The reason I'm going to fry it is to crack the outer coating of the rice. And that means when you cook it, when you put the stock in and the other ingredients, the juice and the stock and the flavours will have the chance to seep into the main grain of the rice. Okay, I've been frying the rice for a couple of minutes now, and it's looking like it's just about ready to start adding other stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a bit of cider vinegar. About a tablespoon. I'll bring it to a nice sizzle. I'm going to throw in the sweet red pepper. Chop them up nicely. Okay, and just fry that around for a minute. And the next thing to put in is the chicken stock. So I've got my chicken stock that you saw earlier. And I've just warmed it up in the microwave really to near boiling temperature so that when it goes in here it doesn't cool anything down. Now, the secret with cooking rice, basmati rice anyway, what I always do is you soak the rice in water for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and then you drain it off. And then you use twice the amount of water to the amount of rice you've got. So if you've got a cup of rice, use 2 cups of water, or in this case stock, I'm using stock. So if you use twice the amount of liquid to the amount of rice, it's a pretty fail-safe method. Within about 10 minutes of you getting a simmer on there, the rice will have steamed perfectly and it will be perfectly cooked. I'm also going to add the aduki beans at this stage. The beans don't need frying, they'll just fall apart. Okay, I'm also going to add just a chopped tomato, give it a bit of sweetness. Goes in there. and very importantly, some salt. Because when I make the chicken stock, I never put salt in the stock because you never know what you're going to be using it for. So always remember to add some salt into the dish you're cooking. Okay, we're going to leave that to come to a simmer. Okay, I've brought the rice to a simmer, so I'm just going to throw in some dried oregano here, which I've got handy. It's very nice, that stuff. Stir it through and then cover the pan and leave it for 10 minutes. Okay, it's time to get the lamb out of the oven. It smells delicious, and I'm sure it looks delicious too. Now, the dish that I put it in the oven in is not a dish that is safe to cook on the hob, unfortunately, but I do want to deglaze the contents of that dish, all that garlic and shallot, and put it in the rice. I want to pour a bit of white wine in there, so what I'm going to do is put the oven on full, get the lamb out, take the lamb onto a chopping board, leave it to rest for about 10-15 minutes at least, for a piece of lamb that size. I'm going to pour a little bit of red wine in the pan, stir it around a little, put it back in the really hot oven until the wine starts to bubble, take it back out, stir it around again and chuck the contents in the rice. That's a kind of cheating way to deglaze a pan if you've got a dish that's not safe for the hob. Okay, let's do it. Okay, here comes the lamb. Wow, that looks fantastic. It smells fantastic as well. First thing I'm going to do is put the oven on maximum. Okay, now I'm going to get the lamb out of the dish, hopefully in one piece, and onto this board so it can have a good rest. And as you can see, that's come off beautifully. As you can see, a lot of the garlic and shallots that were underneath the lamb are all softened and sort of caramelised a bit. So what I'm going to do, pour a bit of red wine in there. Sizzling up nicely. Give it a bit of a move around. Get everything moving. And put it back in the oven just for a few minutes. Hopefully I should be able to dislodge all that tasty residue on the bottom of the pan. Okay, a few minutes has gone by. And I'm going to get the pan out of the oven now. That looks just about perfect. I can smell the red wine. I can see everything's come loose in there. That's beautiful. So, very quickly, I'm just going to throw it into the rice. Maybe I'll spoon it all in there first. Don't forget, I took the skins off the garlic and the shallots and everything. So everything can go straight in, no faffing about. The rice is just about cooked now. This little bit of wine, tasty garlic shallot stuff should give it just what it needs. And all the lamb juices of course are going in there too. Now, I always believe you should never miss these black bits. Anybody who roasts meat will know the black bits are the best bits. So in they go there. I often just stand over the dish with a teaspoon, harvesting the black bits and hoovering them up. But being fair to them, putting them in the rice. So there you go. So there it is, folks. That's my roast leg of lamb in a Caribbean style marinade. And some rice cooked with aduki beans and sweet peppers with the lamb juices thrown in. That looks and smells amazing. Well, I'm going to have to eat it now. Until next time, bye bye.